Hello everyone, and welcome back to Obenseuer, the bleak urban survival landlord management RPG exploring game from the creators of INFRA. It's not just from the same developers either, it is set in the same world as INFRA 2. Of course, the infamous Obenseuer district where the city of Stahlberg likes to dump its poor and neglected, and generally push the problems of the city under the rug, just like they did in INFRA. And that was a game that had a whole lot of personality and humor and characters, while not compromising on the bleakness of it all, and just how depressing this reality really is. But in that case, we were more of an observer. We were somebody in a high position who was mainly just an observer passing through and bringing these things to the light. But now, we are right in the thick of it. See, the developers gave me an early key for this, and I very much want to thank them for that again. I'm so grateful to have even been noticed by these guys, since they're the creators of one of my favorite games ever. But I had a really hard time getting into it. But now I've got a little bit more time under my belt, and I'm willing to give this game a real proper chance this time, because I really feel like it deserves that. So we're gonna abandon our old save and start anew on the default difficulty. So now we've got to name ourselves. I am Chris P. Librarian. I am not that high. How high can we go? 99. Now, the World War I veterans are going to be really annoyed when they get their hands on this. I'm 29 years old, and I do not want to skip the intro. I just saw the eyes in the field on the bottom left. Hello? Am I in the right place? Why is it so dark in here? I brought the red ones and... Hello? Anyone? The city of Stahlberg has made great progress in dealing with its homeless crisis. Due to recent efforts to relocate all homeless individuals to the district of Obenseuer, locally known as Obenseuer. I don't know if I'd call that progress. Unfortunately, the Obenseuer area has been ravaged by some kind of fungal disease. The disease is believed to be caused by green glowing mushrooms found all over the district. Now the government is planning to completely eradicate these mushrooms from the city. All individuals who have been diagnosed with the fungal disease have been evacuated to a quarantined area within Obenseuer. as researchers are still trying to find a cure. That was an overgrown corpse. The massive influx of new residents has created a major housing shortage in Obenseuer. Reports of violence, famine, poor hygiene, alcohol-related problems, and various diseases from locals are surfacing. Entering or leaving the quarantine area is strictly forbidden. Mushroom addiction changes eating habits. Think positively. When you're at the bottom, the only way is up. And I believe that is the attitude that we are going to need going forward. I guess there's no reception in here. 4027. But no one here to greet us. This feels more like Fallout than Infra. Maybe I spoke too soon. The interviewers say, Chris P. Librarian, we have to ask a few questions for your own safety. Some of these questions are personal. This information is important for finding a cure for fungal disease. Okay. Are you ready? Why do you have these screens? This is for security reasons. Are you ready? What do you mean personal? We'll see. So, are you ready? Alright. You said I brought the red ones. Are you talking about another type of mushroom? Because in Infra there were also blue mushrooms and orange ones. Reason why you got relocated to Obenseuer. Look at this. Mushroom addict, shroom shine enjoyer, and filthy poor, which each of these gives us different addictions. And this is something that I noted the last time I played, and it's a really cool mechanic. It's very committed to making sure you are at the bottom, because in games like this, it's very easy to min-max and just play as some kind of perfect Terminator who only does the most efficient things. But nobody is like that in real life. Here, it's starting us with these problems, and we have to play according to those problems. We just gotta pick our poison. It's a great way of making us engage with the poverty, instead of being some perfect paragon who can rise above it. At least, we can't do so without tremendous effort. Let's say... Let's say... I don't want random. Because it doesn't mean we get a random one. It means the amounts can be in anything. Let's say we have a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of mushroom. Do you have any relatives? Family? Close friends? These choices may have consequences in the future. Let's just say just a cat. Do you have anyone who could pose a risk to you? Devil's Angels, a gang, I guess? The police? A crazy neighbor? Or no one? I don't trust no one to mean no problems, so let's go with a crazy neighbor. Do you feel dizzy sometimes? When drinking alcohol, when smoking mushrooms? Almost every day. And never. I feel healthy. In other words, lie according to the game. We've already got mushroom and smoking. Let's not introduce new addictions. Have you seen any hallucinations, or something strange that has drawn your attention? Black hallucinations, which indicates fungal disease. Bright colors. The crazy neighbor again. And nothing. Let's go with the crazy neighbor. I'm really freaked out by that guy. That's all. So, you're going to get this unfinished block of flats. There has to be something wrong with this. Whatever. You get the whole building. It's yours. Its location should be marked on the map in front of you. Do you have any questions? Yeah, we're getting all this just like that? Why are you giving it to me? We don't have an answer for that, because we don't decide these things. But we believe it's a mistake. Because there's currently a severe shortage of vacant apartments, and there are many people without a home. What am I supposed to do with it? Very realistically, I don't know the first thing about managing a tenement. Maybe you should go there and investigate it first. It's not really our job to say what you should do with it. This is like a depressing Animal Crossing. Can you tell me something about Obenseuer? There are a few things that would be good to know. First of all, they have their own money, called Obenseuer coins, or simply OC. Second, Obenseuer is full of sick and unique people, so be careful. And finally, stay away from green mushrooms. Can I go now? You can go. But before that, be sure to take your package with you. We'll send it to you in a moment. Wait at the vending machine. Okay. You can check our map, and that shows where we are. But can I zoom out at all? Maybe not until we leave. You can see our tasks. Interviewers told you that you got an abandoned and unfinished tenement that is probably in poor condition. They also gave you a map where the tenement location is marked. They recommend to examine it first, and then decide what to do with it. Okay. Well, I suppose it's better than starting with nothing. We got 200 Obenseuer coins, and we got 150 real money. And the fact that there's two currencies, I feel like that instantly sort of adds value to both of them, because there's that constant weighing in our head, a constant exchange. We got some Band-Aids, a can opener, some cigarettes, although not a full pack, and that'll just have to keep us going for the time being. Obenseuer is home to many weird people, and run by many weird people. But maybe we can turn this mushroom house into a mushroom home? Oh, look at this. I'm not sure, but it looks like the graphics have been improved since last time. My memory isn't the best. But look, first thing we see when stepping out into the daylight is the old Osmo Loot logo. I imagine this place runs on alcohol and addictions, but what else is there to do in a place like this? Tatiana Gopnikova says, "Excuse me, sir. Are you the last one to come through the border? My husband was supposed to come here, but I haven't heard anything about him. I'm starting to get worried." Now, I remember being annoyed last time by these things taking a while to tick in, but I think I remember you being able to skip that. It's been tough without him. You seem to be alone too. Do you know anyone who lives here? Okay, good, so we can't skip it. No, but I hope they send my cat here. I don't know if they send pets here, but I hope you get your cat back. Anyway, you must be hungry. You should get some pea soup from the aid organization. It was called Redemption something. You can't miss that big bazaar sign. It's right next to it. I also recommend collecting bottles. There's a bottle return machine inside O Market. You get a few coins. That's how I started until I got a job. If you don't have a place to sleep, there's a cheap hostel in the Kahola building. And it's not wise to sleep on these streets. You could get robbed, or worse, in your sleep. I hope these tips will help you. Also, you might be able to get some good advice from others, too. What time is it? Well, now it's 11:26. Okay. Thank you very much. And now, I might turn the FOV down, because 90 degrees seems like a little bit much here. It's weird playing this in Quake Vision, and I feel like this warrants a more intimate look. I mean, look, everybody's setting up their own makeshift housing, warming themselves by a fire they had to build themselves. What we get from that first conversation, I think that's a great way to thrust us in, because it shows us right from the beginning that there is not one single thing in this world that we can take for granted. We show up addicted, cold, hardly a penny to our name. The fact that we have to walk around and scrounge bottles for coins, for pennies. The fact that we have to ask someone for something as simple as the time. We really need to take advantage of every resource available to us. The soup kitchen over there, and everything. And that's what I think this game gets the most right. Look, even firewood costs money. Oh, there's some empty plastic bottles. Some empty bottles. Realistically, all this stuff would be gone, but this is what I think this game gets the most right. It makes you feel the poverty, and presumably, if we can manage to uplift ourselves, it'll make us feel that as well. It is literally an urban survival game, same as The Forest or anything else like it. Just all-around people, which seems paradoxical, but here we are. Skata Pharmacy. And I believe I remember in the O Market, there's a bottle return. Better quality machines work faster and produce better goods. Yep, we'll probably have to make a lot of things ourselves. Okay, so we can give you all this, and all these, and all these, and all these. And that will get us 23 Obenseuer coins. And that's the thing, is I had a hard time getting into this in the space of time that I had. Oh, look at this. Glowing crap. Looks like someone got infected. It's got nutrients, tastes bad, has negative health effects. Fuel for about 6 minutes. Dirty bandages, crumpled paper. You know what? We'll take all we can get. We'll take all we can get. Listen to the flies buzzing. The music playing over the speakers. This is... for the loudness and just the filth out there. It may not be much better in here, but it's like when you come in here under those lights, it already feels like I'm about to nod off standing up. Let's see what goods cost around here. Oh, we actually have to place items for checkout. How much do these things cost? 18. Okay. I think we better start moving before we get hungry, because what we have is not going to last us very long. Stop military area. No entry without special permit. There it is. And you know what? It's ours. It's ours, and that's more than a lot of folks can say. There's a toll. 10 Obenseuer coins to get through. Every single time. And with that being, like, roughly 1/20th of our money, at least early on, that hurts. Just having to go back and forth and forgetting something, that hurts. It is real poverty in that you're always punished for not having enough. For example, this may be a bit of a white elephant gift we've been given. Let's head inside. This place is literally just a step above abandoned. And now we know why it's quarantined, why there's plastic up over the windows. This place is infested. But hey, I guess the locals have at least found a use for those mushrooms. And besides apparently getting high off of them, they make for great bioluminescent lanterns. We can search these items around here. Oh, and we're thirsty. If you look over on our left, we have our little moodles, kind of like Project Zomboid. But before we can do anything, we've got to just investigate each of these apartments. I was trying to avoid having a fungal infection, but it's starting to look like that may not be possible. Alcohol need is going up. We need to use the bathroom. We're thirsty. Our needs set in quickly. Alright, let's quickly take all of this. Is there a take all button? Yes, there is. Thank you. I don't even have a flashlight. Huh, there's a room with a fair number of things in them and a bed, but it's behind a brick wall. Oh my god, like, there's a certain freedom in knowing that this is mine, but also the crushing weight of responsibility that I wouldn't have otherwise, and that's the worst part. There are cans and bottles on the ground, and you know what? That's basically grant money, as far as I'm concerned. But I get the feeling that this is hardly going to pay for anything. A can of pea soup, yes. With a game like this, I am overjoyed to come upon a can of pea soup. Oh, there's some grilled fish in the fridge. Quality okay. Maybe I shouldn't be taking that. Is it going to spoil out here? I mean, this place doesn't even have power. Mushroom need going up. This says we've checked one apartment. This says we've only checked one apartment. The elevator shaft is also blocked off, which is probably for the best. Okay, so how are we supposed to check the rest of this place then? Interesting graffiti the locals are getting up to. I'm gonna leave all this stuff for now. I'm imagining we can use all this scrap metal probably as crafting materials. And this is gonna be encouraging us to be thrifty. It's like you were waiting for me. It's really going to encourage us to make the most of what we've got. I mean, sure, maybe at some point we'll have enough money to buy what we need and potentially raise this place from the ground into a paradise. But every step of the way is going to have to be fought for, and I expect nothing less. This place is walled off entirely. I gotta wonder, are they using like a paint made from the mushrooms to make that glow-in-the-dark stuff? Cans. Bottles, come on. Literally feeling around on our hands and knees in the dark, because every single one counts. Especially when we've got our addictions like this. How much is gonna go to cigarettes and alcohol and all that? Well, looks like we're not getting up the last few floors today. Ah, yes, I remember you. Our very first tenant. You're probably not supposed to be here, but I hope you pay rent. Malone Patronus. Get out of my home, you... What do you want? This is my property now, so I have to talk to you. Your property? Do those rats give this place to you? How dare they do it? So tell me, what do you want to talk about? I don't really necessarily need you to leave at this moment. What can I pay you if you leave? Pay? You pay me to leave my home. No, this place is too important to me. Don't ask why, you little turnip. But I can help you to renovate this place. What do you mean? They gave the building to you, turnip head, so I'm gonna help you to renovate it. I know how things work here in Obenseuer, and you're a new turnip. I will advise you on how to make things work here. It seems that there's no other option. I could ask fine, but what do you get from it? But it seems pretty obvious what you get from it. You don't have to live in this anymore. Good. Take this with you. It has floor plans of this building. Go talk to Samuel Jonathan and show him that blueprint. He's contract work business owner, and he probably can help you to renovate this building. And when you've done that, come talk to me. I feel this in my contaminated bones that this is gonna work, and you will become a good turnip boy. Aw. Contaminated bones, are you sick with a fungal disease? Yeah? I was just joking. I just have a bad cough because too much smoking. That's pretty contaminated if you ask me. I have to go now. Wait. I think you should take that apartment from the first floor. You can renovate it, decorate it the way you want, and yeah, do whatever you want with it. Also, you need money. A lot. I heard that the Kurahara brothers' farm needs some help. You can go and ask for a job there, or you can just collect bottles, but I don't think you'd make enough money from it. Understood? Is there any other way to make money? There's a sawbuck in your apartment. With it, you could make some firewood and sell it to the firewood guy at the market square. I've seen some piles of tree debris near this hill. Chop them with an axe. Clear? Okay, but I don't have an axe. Okay, I understand. Good. And now, get out of there. I have to think about turnips and onions. Yeah, that's Finland for you. Okay, so now we have access to the tenement view, which is a map of the building, and this view, which is basically where we can renovate and do, well, whatever. So we can remove these things on the ground, get rid of these rocks on the floor, take the wine bottle and this, and yeah, I guess over time, just slowly clean this place up. It's like House Flipper, except we're responsible for a whole bunch of other people and ourselves, and we get to live in it afterwards. It feels like there's a whole lot more weight to that, because while it is sort of inherently satisfying to slowly make a place better, it's so much more impactful when so many lives are riding on this, when we have the ability to make such a difference. But first we've got to be able to help ourselves. Some cables on the ground. Get rid of all that. Crumpled paper. We actually do get some of this stuff. Chains. But some of these things we need other items to get rid of. For example, if we want to get rid of these mushrooms, we got a bag of green ones. Okay, get rid of you. You require disinfectant. We do have mushroom addiction then, but maybe we can prevent contamination by getting what's here out of here as quickly as possible. I'll leave the light sources for now. Oh wow, we are in really rough shape already. Paper trash. Okay, of course there wouldn't actually be beer in there. This area has not been fully examined. What do you mean? Oh, there we go. Means that now we can get rid of stuff. And we need to remove all of this. I mean, if people want it, maybe we can sell it, right? There we go. I just hope I'm not being left worse off from carrying it around. I'm not really sure where we're gonna go and get clean water. I have a feeling what we came in with might be the best we can do for a while. Meanwhile, all of our addictions are rising, and in this game, the way to deal with that is, frankly, one at a time. In the meantime, we might have to indulge our mushroom addiction. We might have to indulge our smoking. But I think I'm just not gonna drink alcohol. I'd be better off selling whatever alcohol I can find for money and just wait to wean myself off of that, and then maybe next should be the mushrooms. I think I did manage to kick one of these addictions last time I played. Just gotta be disciplined, because it does start to hurt. We've gotta go and find that farm. You were told that was the best way to make money. Maybe this guy can help? Market Square, please. You have a crime to report? Otherwise, leave me alone. Do you know what time it is? 16 o'clock Tuesday. Okay, so about 4 p.m. We can search the trash can, and yes. We are a literal landlord, and we're scrounging. Hey, buddy. What are you doing down here? You know what? I'm actually somewhat jealous of your setup. Though I imagine it's probably not very good when it rains, right? Leon Borg. Oh, hello. Would you happen to know a place where I could get an apartment? I just got a job as a security guard, but I don't have an apartment yet. I could rent you an apartment, but it's not ready yet. Actually, no, I think I remember meeting you. We're actually going to have to go out and find tenants ourselves. And now we're getting tired, and we've got to use the bathroom, and everything's awful. And this game makes you feel awful. But we have found the farm. Seems like a very makeshift setup, but then again, so does everything. You look like you live off-grid. Jean-Pierre Kurahara. Sorry, I don't understand you. What do you want? Do you have any work? Yes. Work, or what was it? You can help me with vegetables and turnips. It's easy. Just put some seeds to soil, or how was it, and let them grow. When they're done, just give them to me, and I give you some cash, or whatever it was. How do I start? Take some turnip seeds from the table, or where they were, or from the chest and put them in the soil, or whatever was it. There's plenty of room here to grow them. Yeah, this probably works better with an accent, right? You can grow other plants, but you could start with, say, 10 turnips or whatever they were. I only accept turnips and other plants that have been grown here in my greenhouse. Do you understand? Yeah, I understand. Great. Also, remember to keep the stove warm or whatever it was, because otherwise the plants will die from the cold, or how was it? There's a thermometer or something like that on the wall. Anyway, good luck or whatever. Thank you or whatever. Here we go, turnip seeds. I'll take those. And here we can go... Ooh, there's an axe here, but I'd have to steal it. Anything to get by, but we're not that desperate yet. If we look at the bag of soil, that says 75%. So we're probably better off using this, right? Alright, plant. We can queue these up in here and then do it that way. So now we can mouse over these and see their progress. Alright, I understand now. That was really, really difficult for me last time. It's kind of difficult now. Now we can plant all of those again. You're going. The thing about farming is that it's all about scale. These back here growing boxes, we can plant them. There we go. And we can put another 2 cucumber seeds in here. The important thing is to make sure we've got things going early on. So tomatoes can go here. Yeah, I've noticed that they also have different fail percent chances as well. There we go. And now, presumably, that temperature will start to rise. Yes, slowly but surely. My name is Jean-P. Karhara. I'm a farmer who grows turnips and vegetables with my brothers Simpa and Lanka. My brothers. They're drinking in a bar. Where were they? We used to be garbage men, or what it was. Well, in some ways you still are, but I love you anyways. Honestly, you're probably doing God's work here, but there's nothing much more we can do for now. Now, if I remember rightly, there was a porta potty over there, yes. Do some more dumpster diving. Ooh, oven cloth. For taking hot stuff out of the oven, that's valuable. I can take all of this. Really, everything's valuable. There's kind of no such thing as not valuable around here. Perishable 19%. Should be refrigerated or frozen quality. Okay. Right, let's do it. Now we've really got to go. And our hygiene has gone down. Maybe we can find a place to shower? Answer, I sort of doubt it. Oh god, that made us really smell. Relief. Okay, we're good. Nope. No, how do I stand up? There we go. I'm going to smoke these Winstead cigarettes, which are laced with mushrooms. So smoking them actually helps with our mushroom addiction as well. Okay, let's do that. That will help us for the time being. It may not be the best for us, but it's better than just eating straight mushrooms, right? Meanwhile, our alcohol addiction is going to be really bad for a really long while. I think our mental health is going to take a nosedive. But I think what we should be doing for now is try to see about where we can stay. We can't stay in the tenement that we own, apparently, but I need to wash up and I need to get some sleep. It's no good to be out here during the dark. This door is locked. Now, this game definitely knows where it comes from, and so there's a lot of exploration to be done. Oh, yes, there is. We walk in here and we're greeted by none other than the infamous Morco, who I kind of came to see as something of a spirit of the corruption in this city, like a wraith that makes sure that everything comes to light. Oh, hey, I found the bathroom. Maybe that means there's somewhere to wash up here? Although I'm not entirely confident. These are rooms. These have all been converted to rooms. It's unsafe to sleep here, too. From what I understand, rooms are divided into safe and unsafe. Presumably that means if there's any kind of locked barrier. A quarantine zone will be opened in Obenseuer. Stallberg Times, February 13th, 2017. Quarantine zone will be opened. The government decided to open a quarantine zone in Obenseuer soon after they admitted that the situation is getting worse than they expected. They're accused of causing great public danger by handling the situation very poorly. 72 new cases have been reported last weekend, and new infections are expected to grow exponentially over the next few weeks. Scientists still disagree on how the fungal disease spreads, but at the moment it seems to spread much easier than the government has told the public. Mayor of Stallberg, Jean Wallen, asks to avoid movement in areas where many cases have been reported, especially Obenseuer and Ulu. The mayor did not provide more detailed information about the quarantine area yet, but said that potentially healthy residents would be evacuated from the area before the quarantine area would be opened. However, residents of the area are not excited about quarantining part of Obenseuer. Miriam Frater, a local O-Market shopkeeper, is worried that unrest in the region would increase and that her shop might end up in the quarantine zone. Why here? They should move all sick people outside the city. We already have enough problems here. I just hope this doesn't affect my SOSU subsidies, says unemployed resident David Lund. The government has also planned to open a new quarantine zone to Whip Rock Island, but they're still silent about who would be placed there and how fast it would be opened. Whip Rock was the planned DLC for INFRA. It was supposed to feature Mark returning to... Ooh, we found some money. It was supposed to feature Mark going to do some inspections at this prison island, Whip Rock. I'm glad the developers are still acknowledging that. Maybe we could see it someday? I don't think I quite grasped this last time I played, but as some of you pointed out, and now that I played INFRA again, real ominous hearing that rattling from the tenement across from Tunnel B2. Bergman Maintenance Tunnel. It is the Tunnel B2. And it's right down here. I wonder if we can open that, or if we will be able to in the future. Given this, though, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm literally just roaming the streets looking for a place I can lay my head. Something there. Ooh, we can get up to this place. I don't know if we're supposed to be, but we're here now, and that gives us the best loot. Oh yeah, this is the heist of the century. Look, we can see all down there. They don't even know we're crouching in the darkness. Did you just hear that scream echo through the night? You can't say this place doesn't have nightlife, ambiance, vibes, atmosphere. Some more stuff. A bucket of paint, don't mind if I do. Jumping down here would probably, not down here, but onto that roof might be useful. Wait, can we get through? No. Point is, learning the shortcuts is going to be really important, I think. Yep, there you see my mental health is declining because I haven't had any alcohol. Hostel, there we go. Is there anyone that bathes the homeless? Because that would be good. They say this place is cheap. Don't spread the fungal disease. Please sanitize. I can steal the disinfectant. I can't just legitimately use it? Okay, A5 is barber. Hostel something. Photographer, dentist, telemarketing company, and money exchange on the 7th floor. There's a coin, there's a bunch of bottles, thank you. And thank you, and can't take the spray cans. Batteries. That's one pack of batteries for my camera. Or whatever I use them for. Okay, take off. And that is a full inventory. My mental health is taking a sharp dive, but you know what? I think it's going to be worth it to kick alcoholism. Because, hey, first of all, it's better for our physical health long term to get rid of that early. But we also need to save our money. Thank you. That's the thing. We need to see opportunities everywhere. That's the mindset to survive. Somebody was not happy with the telemarketing company. Okay, we'll come back for that free axe later that we don't even have to steal. In fact, we'll probably be glad it's gone. Hostel warehome. I don't understand that word, but okay. Here, let me, I was gonna say, let me take that for you. Welcome to Warehome Hostel. We have some cozy pods available for you if you're interested. Yeah, I need a place to sleep. Not exactly cheap, but sure, pod 2, why not? They're all the same cost. Just for one night, that's all I need. How do I know which pod is... Oh, I see. Huh. 40. Everything we've collected, and that's 40. Well, let's get in there, but only after... Is there a place to wash up? Because that's what I really desperately need. This is the... Yes, okay, yes. Worth it just for this. In fact, I wonder if we had to pay for this. Thank you. Oh my... Like, a simple thing such as this. It's so much searching. But when we finally find it, it's such a relief. And, you know, we're so used to having easy access to all of these things, but that's the name of the game. It's an entirely different world that we have to get accustomed to. There is a way to do it. If the water were to shut off tomorrow, would I know where to get some? If I didn't have any money? It would be difficult. It would be an issue of survival. But it's possible. What are you doing up there? I think this city may have a hacker problem. Actually, I know it does. But we have access to Pod 2. And we can get some rest. We are hungry and thirsty, and our alcoholism is screaming at us. But we're okay for a little while longer. Oh. I think we're out of things to drink. We could drink the splurt that we found, and we'll be able to sell the bottle afterwards, so that's win-win. Tell you what, if we eat the rest of this fish, it is in very bad shape. Let's do that. Now we have to use the bathroom. Yeah, I'm basically playing The Sims, but maybe we can become a king yet. We can fill these up with dirty water. But unfortunately, that's not really good for us. So we should go to the store and see what clean water goes for. Meantime, our mushroom addictions are beginning to rise. We can sell enough cans to pay for another night and a half in the hostel. Cheap, they say. Cheap, they say. You're the one they interviewed for that piece in the paper. I guess the worst has come to pass. Alright. Do you guys even sell water? Clean water, so hard to get in here. $5 real money. Great find, very great find. Cans. Paper doesn't mean much to us for now. Oh, real money, my beloved. I'm not even sure what the exchange is. I haven't checked, but I know it's probably like a lot of Obenseuer coins for real money. While we wait, we could look into tenement contract work. See how much that's going to cost us. Oh my god, I just noticed the decomposing body in the bathtub. I also just noticed you. Hello, hi. Well, let's take all of this for ourselves. Thank you. There you are. Welcome, welcome. What is your name, newcomer? My name is Chris P. Librarian, or I could just say I'm Librarian, or Chris P. Librarian. You can call me Librarian. Chris P. Librarian. That's nice to meet you, Librarian. What would you like today? Maybe Tenement contract work? Is that what this place is? Of course you want tenement contract work. Why else would you be here? So, where is your apartment? It's an entire building under renovation. Oh. Oh. Why didn't you say that immediately? You're not kidding, are you? Because you came to the right place, you happy tenement owner. Okay, I have to calm my turnips. So, you had the money to renovate your little building? No, I do not, sir. Not really. Oh, well, I'm sure that you figure out something. So, do you know how this works? No, can you explain it? So, first you need to have enough money to pay the first installment. Oh wow, being passive-aggressive about it, are we? And, also, we need some resources from you to start renovating the target you've chosen. You can put the collected resources in the tenement resources chest, so you don't have to keep all the necessary materials in your inventory. Renovations can take days to complete, and once it is complete, you'll have to pay us the final payment. Also, when the renovation is in progress, you may not be able to get to the renovated site. So, any questions? Are you ready to start? What should I renovate first? That is a good question, my dear customer. Well, I'm worried about you making enough money, so I recommend you start with the walls of an apartment to get your first tenant. Also, it's worth looking at what kind of requirements people have for them to agree to move into an apartment. So it depends on the individuals as well. Alright, well, if we want a renovation, we need to start with walls. So, apartment walls bare. Currently not enough resources. Makeshift 1 day, but 1,700 OC. That's just a start. In the end, you'll need 75 real money. There are rumors that people can see the other side. What a creepy tip. It's gonna take a little while for us to get over our alcohol addiction, our mental health deteriorating all the while. Please tell me we can get something for these turnips. I'm guessing it's not gonna be a whole lot, right? And it is so, I thought I was kind of getting the hang of this, but it is so demoralizing to see how much even the first barest upgrade costs. Oops. Oh no, I didn't mean to take that. Oh no, spoiling 98%. Not growing, spoiling. Okay, no. Take that, take that. Take it all. Or maybe that's just, maybe it has to go downward. Maybe it's not 98% of the way there. Maybe it's 2% of the way there. Okay, do I need something? I have something for you. 63. I received many special orders, or what they were. Anyway, I need 20 cucumbers, 10 peppers, and 30 potatoes. Can you do that for me? Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, the tasks seem to be bugged. Half the time I click on one and it just cycles through a bunch of them. Well, we've got enough turnips. Not nearly enough cucumbers, peppers, or potatoes. Ooh, we got a whole bunch for the onions. Hang on, let's see. Can we plant more of those? Oh, we need more potatoes. Time for another cigarette. Get rid of that. Improve our mental health. Ow. Ow. Everything hurts and everything sucks. I need to go see a doctor. It just seems like there's no help for anything anywhere. Most of this damage is because I just drank a bunch of dirty water. But what else am I supposed to drink? I mean, besides spending the money on the alcohol. Or even just soda? Is soda good for me? Wait, our health is actively ticking down. It says there's a doctor here. Hello? Okay, I've taken a number. Hey. Welcome. Please, give me your number. Here. Oh my god. Okay, we need to heal ourselves badly. Your physical health is severely compromised, and immediate healing is crucial. We must start treatment urgently to address the issue. 80 real money. I am never going to financially recover from this. I'll take that. At least I can go on a murder spree if this whole thing doesn't work out. Unbelievable. All that, and we're poorer than when we got here. Alright, my plan right now is to not buy a room and just kind of slip in and use your facilities. It's actually the best thing for mental health. Regardless of what else is happening, we can do all this. And that helps somewhat if I can just keep this up for a while. I think if I can get rid of the alcohol addiction, then things will be good. No, it's not enough to reverse course. So there is a toilet by the tenement, but it's full of mushrooms. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this. This too has been quarantined. Well, we can get a whole bunch of scrap metal, which we need for our upgrades. And we can break through here. And no, we can't. And that one is not going to be so charitable. But uselessly pushing this forward does reduce its condition. Preach prayers and pea soup. Alright, what does it take to get some pea soup from you, even though I have some? Oh, hey. Are you hungry? We've got some hot pea soup here. Would you like a bowl? I could use a hot meal. Well, you know, there's more to life than just food, my friend. You need more than just physical sustenance. You need spiritual nourishment, too. To truly savor this pea soup, you must pray for it. I would turn around and walk away at this point, but... sounds good. Thank you for joining me. Here's your pea soup. Enjoy. And may it nourish your body and soul. Also, take this, if you want to make your own pea soup. Ah, you gave us the recipe. I feel like that should also probably help our thirst, shouldn't it? Redemption Militia. Well, that's creepy. God. Literally the first word out of your mouth is a burp, and every subsequent word. How can I help you today? Are you here to give a donation, or just looking for information? I'm interested in learning about your work. Burp. Well, you've come to the right place. Our motto is Preach Prayers and Pea Soup. We believe that by spreading the word of the Lord and offering spiritual guidance, we can provide solace to those in need. You've probably heard rumors about what's going on around here. Anyway, there's the nourishment of body and soul, exemplified by our beloved pea soup. Speaking of which, we're serving some delicious pea soup outside every day. You should try it if you haven't already. I must admit, I have a soft spot for pea soup. It's quite tasty. What rumors are you talking about? Well, a priest told me about it. He lives in Dikla B, but I haven't heard from him in a long time. According to him, something strange is going on. He was talking about some weird stuff. Anyway, it's a good reason now to donate money to us so we can help those in need. Would you like to make a donation? Yeah, I'm just trying to get myself by for now, thanks. But maybe once I'm a rich landlord, and other fun stories I can tell myself. Actually, a splurt is much, much cheaper and the same hydration. Might as well get one of those. Let's drink it. Let me just take those from you, and that, and yep, and that. Yeah, don't worry about me. We could steal that bowl of cereal if we wanted. I wonder what anyone would do about it. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to pay for my next night here. Yarn. Must be Norwegian. You wouldn't happen to know where I can get a roof over my head? I just can't yet. Alright, we're gonna sleep here tonight. We're just barely keeping our mental health above water by taking care of our other needs and showering. But it is really... I think I'm really playing on hard mode by trying to kick an addiction first thing. I think I was so worried about saving money, I'm gonna end up losing money as a result of this. The alcohol withdrawal is basically killing me, but I seem to recall that there was maybe something we could access upstairs before? Actually, in fact, I think I didn't figure out how the hostel worked, and I ended up sleeping somewhere else entirely. A12 is entirely bricked off. A13, yes. Why did the lights turn off as I did that? This would be considered stealing, and there's a glowing turd on a plate in this guy's kitchen, so maybe I don't want to be here. But also maybe that means I won't feel bad if I take his empty bottles, and he's growing glowing mushrooms in here. As well as regular mushrooms. God. Uncomfortable, unsafe. So, in other words, there's good reason not to be here now. Nobody'll catch me stealing. That's a line I have not yet crossed. Also, stealing garbage doesn't count as stealing. The door's completely closed. Okay, maybe this isn't the free win it used to be, and frankly, maybe it wasn't too much of a win then either. Oh. I guess I still have pod 2. Well, we might get kicked out, but I'll take it. Yep, we're gonna have to sleep with our mood like this anyway. Our mental health getting better as we sleep, and hopefully pretty soon, we'll be able to kick this alcohol addiction. You know, part of me is kind of glad for this. They really make it into a boss fight to get rid of one of these things. It's not too hard to satiate them. We could easily handle it, but it's just so liberating once you do get rid of it, and I don't feel like juggling 3 addictions while also trying to run this place. If I ever get to run this place. Rye. Rye. What do you give us for that? I guess we won't know. I have something for you. 134. Bring our total to 713. I didn't even think about this whole bed over here, but it seems like this is the one that, for the things we can plant in here, has the best chances. Hey, man. Definitely ready to pray and get my soup. Thank you, so that I don't have to cut into my own stockpile. Thank you. Now, I'm actually tempted to go inside and see what we can see with this other dude. Maybe if we volunteer for their organization, we can get some kind of pros out of it? Are you considering making a contribution to our cause? Sure am, with my presence. We always appreciate an extra pair of hands we can get. You can start anytime you want. We're never short of work. There's a long line of poor souls who need help. Oh, it's literally just for nothing? Suppose I can volunteer 6 hours. What does that mean? What do I do? Mystery meat has negative health effects and tastes terrible, but the quality is excellent. I would love to know by what metric you come to that conclusion. Also some real money. Wood and metal and all of this. This really has just been a homeless simulator because we can't live in the massive building that we own. Oop. Hello? Yes! Makeshift house may be locked, but your empty bottles are ours for the taking. Hey, look at that. This really is by the INFRA devs, because exploring bears fruit. We can also take your glue. This stuff is actually quite valuable, but I'm not that desperate, and I don't know what happens if we do steal. Cigarettes. Regular cigarettes, too, are actually extremely valuable to me, because that means when I want to kick my mushroom addiction, these mushroom-laced cigarettes aren't going to be good for me, so I need these to kind of wean me off of those. Ooh. You've got an intercom. Yes? I'm Chris P. Librarian. Who are you? I don't tell my name to strangers. Bye. God, I was just experiencing the world with a childlike sense of wonder. Oh, hey. That's a full Osmo loot bottle, no? No, we can't do that. Estimated value, 15 coins. I'd rather have the coins. We could completely undo our poor mental health right now. But you know what? That's not nearly as good as getting rid of this altogether. I mean, we can't get back all the time we've spent on this, right? It's just sunk cost at this point. Potato plant spoiling. The first of our potatoes are in. Which means we can go to you. I should not have planted those things in there. Have something for you? 43 for just a few. Now, let's see what that money exchange is actually like. Huh. So how do we do this? 1 OC equals 0.06 real money. Or 9.8 OC. That's not super worth it. And I wonder if that'll actually change over time, because these numbers are extremely specific. We can also get a ton of coins for real money. But this is basically the only way, besides dumpsters, to occasionally get real money. Everything we have for like 50 real money. Good God. I think I'm good for now, especially since we need 1,500 to start with. Let's take a brick and some cement. You know what? I need all of this. I need all of this. Empty plastic canister cleaning spray, methanol in large plastic bottle. I need it all. You know, I'm now realizing you could get a pretty major boost in the early game if you just exchange some of the real money you start with. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen now. I have no idea what of this can actually be used. The guy at the soup kitchen said that the priest in Decola B told him something important about a conspiracy, and this place is totally quarantined. Can't get in through the back either, it's completely sealed off. Maybe that place really did succumb to infection, or maybe that's just the people who were telling stories the authorities at B didn't want people to hear. Look at that, you got yourself a little tiny house. That is so cool. I think I noticed this last time. A little tiny house built into a piece of pipe left above ground. That is what we call a homeless hobbit house. And it's a lifestyle. Only personnel with a valid passport. Okay, so these guys don't come in. Can I push past you? Canopy soup. It doesn't call it stealing. It doesn't call it stealing. Thank you. Only making our mental health marginally better. Oh, we can explore your whole organization. These beds are pleasant but unsafe. Kaisa Werda. You shouldn't be here. Ah, well, who among us should be? Tell you what, since we have the axe... Yes, we can. We can bash our way through this barricade. And I guess explore the next apartment? This place is also just riddled with mushrooms. But it's got bottles and cans as well, and that's all we care about for now. And a goggy. Alright. A tiny candle. Well, I'm not really ready for fatherhood. Get all of this. And this, and a laptop. This area is not fully... That's a body. There's just a dead body in here, and there's nothing we can do about that. What does it count as when we go to renovate this place? Is it just gonna get renovated with that there? Are we gonna rent the place out with that there? Because I don't think it counts as a mattress. We can't just say this place is fully furnished. Okay, now I think we've got it. Okay, well that's just mounds of dirt on the ground. I need tarps and tape. Hey man, long time no see. I spoke to Jonathan. So, he probably agreed to help with renovation. It's a good start. When you've started to renovate something, come to me and I'll give you a small reward. Go. I have to rest. Okay, well no you don't, because I'm not done talking to you. Okay, so... How did you end up here? Give me 1 Osmo loot. I mean, 8 bottles, you turnip boy. And then we can discuss about that. Alright, I'll go get them. Come back when you have those. But I'm not done talking to you yet. You told me where I could get wood. Why is the building empty? I don't want to talk about it. You don't have to know about it. Well, I own the building, so yeah, I kinda do. What are you keeping back here? Your own growing. I mean, I have 1 Osmo loot, and I would really like for you to take it off my hands. Oh, there's a 64% fail chance, so that's great. Firewood, which we can't make anything from, but we can sell it. We got literally nothing out of that. Literally nothing. Only 2 pods now. Oh, are there not always going to be pods available? Alright, well there's no reason not to take it one night at a time. You rented pod 18. Okay, so food, drink, actually not the most expensive in the world. Our goals are achievable, but it's such a grind, and I think this might just be for our own personal apartment. I was told, yes, that we can actually kind of modify every factor of difficulty. Now, that's pretty cool. That's pretty customizable. We can even change the income, which is, of course, going to be the thing you most want to mess with. So I'm probably going to insert this pretty early in the video, just so that I can let you know that if this looks like off-putting to you, but you want to try it for the concept, you 100% totally can make it a lot more palatable in terms of the economic side of things. Every time we sleep, I hope that we'll wake up without our dependency, but it just never seems to happen, huh? Alright, well, we can eat more potatoes. There we go. Wow, that didn't do much. Glowing rat meat. Taste is terrible and has negative health effects. Can the game actually get you so low as to consider it? For it to be better than the alternative? Wood logs. There's a lot here we can use. Well, I can look at that. I can actually sell these items for a pretty substantial amount. Oh my god. Alright, let's do it. That's a pretty big source of income. You'll give me 117 for a vegetable crate. 22 for a plate. Dude. Dude. The apartment is full of this stuff. It's absolutely full of this garbage. 202 for the old suitcase. We've got enough money to start the renovations now. We just don't have the materials. Growing fruits, 88%. Oh, we can physically see the fruits on there. There we go. It's kind of hard to see what we're doing. But we can get a whole bunch of cucumbers. That should fulfill that part of the objective. Oh yeah, look at that. We can get a whole bunch. I think that's all for now. Carrots are done. All of you come with me. Hopefully you'll have some more seeds in stock. And the onion is spoiling. Can I have some onions elsewhere? I think we might have already sold those. Give me money. We've actually got way more than I ever expected to have now. There you go. 254 for all that. It's not even enough cucumbers. But I guess these things are up there now, so we'll continue to get some more. Yep, there's some more. Welcome. I don't remember seeing you here before. Do you want to buy firewood? Where does this firewood come from? Well, you see, we don't have many trees around here, so I have to get the firewood from outside the Obenseuer. I'm not allowed to leave the area myself, but I have contacts who will bring this to me. And no, I'm not going to share those contacts with anyone else. Well, you want to buy some firewood? It's quite cold now. Sure. Can I sell this to you for, a little bit? Might as well do something with it, I guess. I can buy those logs for a small chance of oh no, I can get planks from you. Alright, you know what? 80 coins, I think I'll take them. Let's actually read this note beside the thing. I didn't even notice it before. Bridge toll contact info. Notice. Due to constant threats, I no longer take the entrance fee myself. Contact the number if you have problems with payment or anything else related to the bridge. P.S. Don't contact me if you just want to threaten me, even if it's related to the bridge. P.P.S. And don't even think about calling me if you just want to sell me air fresheners, slightly used long johns, or anything else that I would never want. Go sell your wretched garbage to someone else who might appreciate them. Some wretched garbage is basically all I do around here. Anyway, sure do love paying to use my own land. It's becoming clear how important it is that we sell literally anything not tied down. So let's get all this stuff, everything, because that guy will give us something for it. We can get rid of this. Surely you'll give me something good for a ladder. All these boxes, chairs, a barrel. Well, I didn't want to get rid of the lighting, really. Okay, boom. Now we've got, at the cost of our health, this place is now fully examined, which means we can grab this stuff, although we can't get rid of this thing. And there's something in there, too. Hang on. Oh, wait. If we get out of this screen, can we break this down? A sack with some onion seeds we can use. Ooh, and some firewood we can sell. Mainly because we're gonna need to transfer all of this for to exchange for money. Red barrel. Commonly used to modify and craft into new usable furniture. Well, take it. I need cash. Portable ladder, 738. There you go. So give me 558 for the laptop. Old and slow. Not Viewports 14 compatible. Yeah, I am... You spend so much time scrounging that I think it breaks your sense of worth, because all this garbage is going for, like, a lot of work equivalent for me. Look at that, 6,300 OC, which means we can now actually completely afford, even after exchange, our first renovation. It's just a matter of getting the stuff. We need more nails. We need more tarp. We can probably get that from the hardware store. Hardware store just completely closed? Wait, you have hours? You have hours. I have hours, they're very limited, so let me in. I desperately need a shower. It's one of the only things that can help maintain mental health just whenever you need it. Let me just have a splurt in here. That by itself restores a ton. Anything that can be grown in the small farm is just better in the small farm. 4-hour grow time and no fail chance. Oh. I just discovered a grave in the back of the apartments. Oh, that's bleak, and look, just in eyesight of the Hobbit house. I'm thinking, didn't there used to be another shop that we could maybe check out? Bizarre. Well, passport control's currently closed, but we've got one-stop shop right here. And the poor and needy, who may be among the first to be offered tenants in there. Tenantship? What would you call that? I don't know. Point is, I'm looking for tarps. Desperately looking for tarps and nails, and the hardware store isn't open. Right, I forgot all about you, Mr. Bag. Hello. What would you like to buy? What are you? Yes. What would you like to buy? What are you selling? Everything. I hope that's true. So you do have wood at... actually... not more cost than the other place. We need your nails. Do need nails, so thank you. Wow, that was a tremendous amount of money for those, though. It's really a junk shop. Look at this. Place is a tripping hazard even before you get past all the disturbing surveillance and automated teller. What is going on up here? I found your safe. But only usable if I know the combination. And if that will stop glitching out... you'll just kind of creepily follow me wherever I go. Do you see what I mean when I say that the Infra universe is just full of personality? Like, everywhere you go, it's never just the place where you do this. There's always something strange about it. I'm gonna take some of my OC and turn it into, let's say, 160. 1257, God. There we go. And that just ensures that we'll have some left over after we make the necessary payments on the first apartment. We have plenty of... that's the problem, is we have plenty of Obenseuer coins, and I was kind of riding high on that for a while, but that's only because we sold a bunch of stuff that we can't get back in our apartment. That is not renewable. Have a lot of coins. For some reason, I'm really annoyed that nobody wants to buy my empty syringes. Like, what kind of economy is this? Oh, hey, look at that! Absolutist, get rid of alcohol addiction, we did it! It only took 4 hours and 17 minutes of record time, and we did not have a drop that entire time, but we did it. And that means from here, life gets a whole lot easier. Look, we can already see our mental health improving. Marginally. Well, the point is we won't have that massive weight weighing on us anymore. We are pushing through and getting there. Literally the only thing stopping me from doing this first apartment upgrade, this very basic apartment grade, and it's going to clean us out, is the fact that the hardware store isn't open. And this is the thing about this game, and I think it's its most ambitious thing. Everything is so grindy, and I can certainly see what it's going for. It is a real struggle to even tread water. It's a struggle to do anything, and it gives you some things, some assets that if you can figure them out, you can give yourself a big boost early on. And I imagine this probably really takes off once you start getting some tenants. But I don't know who's going to stick with it for all this time. There's a lot of complexity, and I think the foundations of something really great is here. It's just that I don't know... oh, hey, I guess we also got rid of mushroom addiction while we were at it. The cigarettes will probably be the next thing, but you know what? I think we'll give ourselves some time to recover first. It definitely didn't help the survival thing that I was trying to kick addiction right away, and you don't have to do that, so that much is not the game's fault. Look, we've got some peppers that have grown, spoiling. Yep, those are the ones we want to see. A lot of them, they're almost here. Remember, we need 10 total, which this may not be able to give us. Maybe. Good morning. I really hope we get a lot for these. 61? I mean, it was like days in game, or hours of real time. But yeah, we got 61. Bag of blood. Has positive health effects, causes bleeding. That doesn't sound positive. That doesn't sound positive at all, but I'll take it. Peas taste bad. We're trying to have good mental health here. We only do positive thoughts. I'm just showering, eating my potato, eating only good food. Why am I depressed? Seriously, I have no moodles. I don't know what else I can really do. Except get some sleep, which is fine, because one night really means 2 nights in this crazy Finnish hellscape. Let's get back here. Come on. And let's sleep, because we're just trying to kill some time until tomorrow. Can't do much of anything until noon. Our mental health is rising, as is our hunger. Oop. It's only 4 a.m., come on. Eat. We need to be more tired. How's our mental health doing? Up to 17%, wow. You still need 1 cucumber. And for some reason, I swear these things keep getting to 100% of growing fruits and then just stopping. Because there's like... There's still nothing here after all this time. 307, we got a whole bunch of rye and wheat and onions and carrots. I am so pissed at being 1 cucumber off from finally completing an objective 4.5 hours into this game. Teddy bear fuel. No one knows who's putting these cute teddy bears all over Stallberg. No one indeed. I really like how it's still referencing even like the little in-jokes that were there. Like, last time I played this, I read a sign that, like, I hadn't played Infra in nearly long enough to get this, but I think it was over by the soup kitchen. If we go down this way... Missing my dock. That's a reference to an Easter egg in Infra. I really, really hope that they go back and make that DLC. Let's see what's in the pharmacy. Oh, going to the sauna can help with mental health and addictions. The sauna, that's right! I had forgotten. That's way out of the way, but we can do it. Hey, do any of you perhaps want to buy some used needles? You don't want to talk to me at all. What can I get for you? Give me drugs. Sorry, you need a prescription if you want them from here. Go and talk to the doctor if you feel you need some stronger drugs. I recommend looking at what's on the shelves if they could be of help to you. Fine. Iodine pills, 26. You guys only take real money. Face mask packs. That by virtue of being real money, these things are also extremely expensive. Like literally thousands of Obenseuer coins. There we can buy empty syringe, 8 real money. Come on. Come on. I've got a fortune right here then. Come on. Sure, I found them in the trash, but what do you care? And more importantly, what do your clients care? Yes, if we go behind the tenement, hidden back here on a dock, yes. A sauna of our very own, and some alcohol. Hang on, wait. Take all. Huh. And a toilet of our very own. Well, I guess we don't have to right now, which is probably for the best. It'll spare you the mental image. Nothing here. I guess you could say we have a boat. I mean, that's what I'm going to say when I try to sneak into the country club later. Okay, what do we do here? We can go to the stove, use some fuel. Fuel for no time at all. Pearl earrings. Okay, those look good for something. All this crumpled stuff you can have. I can't sell this stuff anyway. A plank. Don't really feel like doing that, but there's plenty of junk wood. Ooh, a face mask provides protection against fungi. I can use that later for clearing that stuff out. One would think a full respirator would be required. Whoomph, thank you. 11.1 hours worth. There we go. Mental health should start going up. I mean, we're fighting against tiredness and hunger. And our smoking addiction, which is still here. But that's a lot slower, which means it might be harder to get rid of. But it's not a bad start. The temperature is climbing. Maybe it needs to reach a certain point before it'll actually do anything. We need far, far, far more steam. We can drink some spurt to get rid of our thirst. And, ooh, yeah, that is doing good stuff for us. Even just being in here. Even against all these negative moodles. I shouldn't be here. Recover from all addictions. We did it! This whole video, I thought I was going to be an urbexing slumlord, and instead I've just been going through the dramatic story of a homeless farmer going through drug addiction recovery. Okay, wait. We need to drink some more. And drink some more. We don't have to worry about like sugar addiction. That's fine. So we're done kicking our addictions in the sauna, and now we can just poop off a dock. This is Finnish Life Simulator. Alright, the hardware store should now be open. It is. I'll pay pretty much whatever price you're asking. Got a whole range of tools and hardware. Tools, nails, bricks, or even some paint and rocks. I've got you covered. Okay, well, let's see. You've got tarps. I need tarp. So 1, 2 for 40 bucks, that's fine. And nails for a much better price than what the other guy was taking for. I'm not sure how many I need. I'm just gonna take like 10 per. My god, 10 per nail. Now, you will give a decent amount for my scrap metal, though. Scrap metal is officially money, so we can make some back by giving you that, because we don't need it. We have actually tons and tons in our building storage. So there you go. That's useful. Alright, if I'm right about this, we should now finally have all we need. Okay, yeah, precious customer. I've literally never bought a thing from you, only sold. I need a renovation. Ooh. This is a different screen now. Basement. Ooh, come on, floor 1. Thank you. There we go. We have all we need. Oh, and the final was actually only 75 RM. Okay, well, we exchanged a bunch for no reason, but it doesn't hurt us either. Let's do it. There we go. And in 23 hours, this apartment will be in. No kitchen, no bathroom, no nothing, no amenities at all. It'll just not look like a bat cave. Oh my god. These tomatoes are in. We can get these. But the cucumbers appear to be bugged. Now that there's really not much we can do besides wait, why don't we have a look inside Building C? Ducks, ducks, ducks. We can own our very own ducks. Neat. Let's grab some bottles, because no matter how rich you get, you never stop collecting the scrounginess. Nails. And you know, since I know how much they're worth grabbing now. Look at you and your little pet rat. Oh. Hey. Can I ask why you're living here? Oh, fine. I'll tell you my story. Well, I used to have a decent job in a small apartment near Walter Square. I was working at Stolberg Central Water Plant. But life has a way of throwing curveballs at you. I lost my job because one person visited our facility. I wonder who. You must have heard of him. Anyway, my husband got seriously ill and everything went downhill. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. Now I'm stuck here and don't have an apartment. I'm sorry about that. Don't be. It's all my fault. Well, maybe I can find something better for you, but well, that's gonna take a really long time. Nobleman Furnitures. Well, I guess we found our furniture supplier, as if I'm anywhere near being in the market for that. But we can check what's over here. Ooh, we could cut our way into here. You guys don't mind if I do this, right? Bang. And bang! They really don't mind us just breaking into everything. But if people can't be bothered to keep this stuff up, I really wonder why they bothered to barricade it in the first place. Ooh, more batteries? Yes! Now I have 4 packs of camera batteries. And potato seeds. And some rocks. Maybe I'll come back for those later. We don't need to break into here. Cheap rats for sale. A rat vending machine. See, this is that infra humor. This is that infra humor where you just come upon something and you go, hmm. We go upstairs. They got mushroom vending machines and a rat begging to be let in. Unfortunately, I can't open it for you. I'm thinking we probably need like a sledgehammer or something to break our way through there, right? C4. And this is entirely overgrown. Actually, this doesn't look like a bad setup. Somebody's doing all kinds of mad science in here, but it doesn't matter. Oh, mad science or moonshining, I don't know. This actually looks surprisingly cozy in the right circumstances. I mean, the hammock is lifted up above the rats. Hang on, let's break our way into here. Yep. Again, I've got to ask why all this stuff is sealed off in the first place. Here we're seeing more of those mutant rats. Cement, which we can take for ourselves later. Cooking oil in a large plastic bottle. Oh, now we're doing some real urbex. It's like if Infra had weapons. Obenseuer. Yes, I know it's Obenseuer. And we find some mason jars. And I'm sure it has some kind of use, but ooh, what is that? Decola C storage 8 keys. Ooh, our scrounginess pays off. Okay, we can talk on here for the mushroom guy, I guess. What do you want? Never mind. I'm not looking to buy mushrooms. I just kicked the addiction. Oh my god. A bear trap. And these are hiding in the dark. That's even more insidious. Well, we found the local dealer. Do you want to be beaten? Go away. Winch. Oh, there's a basket. You don't like to engage directly, huh? Look, now we can unlock this. And find wiring components, just all this stuff. A brass mechanical watch? Okay, no. Game changer. Game changer. I've got to go clear some inventory space. All right, let's hope nobody else touched this. We got bottle. We've got vodka, which I am not in any hurry to take. Wow. Temptations. Brass mechanical watch, and now we can see what time and day it is. Prescription sleeping pills. Electronic parts, there's got to be some place we can sell all this. There's got to be. Actually, yeah, no, the place behind the apartment probably could take it. This was huge. Wait, silver bars! I didn't even notice those. Silver bars and cash box. Might have to make another trip. Only 27 per night now. Okay, the economy in this is very strange. In the time I've been waiting for new fruits on this thing, these have come back like 3 times. Now that we have the watch, let's settle this once and for all. I want to volunteer. Now it seems to work. Okay, so this is how we can kill time. Wasn't working before. And now we can sleep and kill even more time. Oh, time to have the pea soup they gave us outside. Numb. This is the struggle. Oh, right, I only just remembered. I think we can climb onto this... Oh, want that scrap metal. I think we can climb onto this bus. Yes. These load screens everywhere are actually killing me. But look. Even this can be turned into housing. It's so great just to see all of, like, the adaptation that we're seeing all around. How... It's literally a case of life finds a way. I mean, the alternative is die, so might as well do what you can, right? A blueprint. Large plank shelf. I noticed that pod 15 is just sort of crudely drawn on. Interested in reserving a pod? Okay, I could have sworn I had a lot more time left, but yes, I could use a place. 58 per night now! How does this come about? I have far too much on me to try sleeping now. Ooh, a teddy bear. We got one for free. They're 150 OC in the store. Oh hey, look at that. The amount we found on the stairwell equals exactly what it costs to get a room tonight. So that's awesome. At long friggin' last, the first renovations are complete, and we can see what's we're up to. That would be floor 1. We just need to make the final payment of 75 real money. And there we go. We've completed the first tenement upgrade. It's makeshift. All of that for makeshift. And there's an even bigger cliff for the next one. But we may as well go see what we got for our money, right? Now, what's been the fruits of our labor? I guess there's some real lights in here now that are gonna go away if I take that barrel. You've gotta be freaking kidding me. Well, maybe I can rent it now. Alright, Malone, I did the very first renovation, the first objective in the game. Good job, turnip boy, or girl, or whatever. Near O Market, there are stairs down, and there's a door buzzer. Press the red button, and someone should answer. Tell him you're Malone's assistant. Understood? Sure. Good. Go talk to the guy with the big black beard when you get there. His name is Penty, the owner of the place. I heard he might have a job for you. And also, come back to talk to me when you've started, let's say, 5 renovations. Oh, my lungs. Go. Well, mysterious mountain man in my attic, I have no reason not to trust you. This place is in dire shape. Dude, I would really like to get you out of here. My wife Lena and I are forced to live on the streets for now. Can I rent you an apartment? Look, if we look at floor 1, you should be able to... Oh, come on. Doesn't have heating. You need heating. Okay, well, screw it. Nothing screams class like watching me pick up bottles through your peephole. Yes? I'm Malone's assistant. I haven't heard from Malone for a long time. Come inside. Ooh, this is getting interesting after 6 hours. And very, very infra. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. I'm literally just helping myself in and robbing the place. Welcome open. Oh, it's the 100 Rads Bar. Discovered speakeasy. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome to Speakeasy. I heard that you could need help here. Well, you heard right. I do most of the drinks myself, but I buy the mash elsewhere. And I have a problem with that. What problem? I haven't received any mash from him for a long time. I've tried to contact him, but to no avail. I hope I don't have to start selling only Osmo loot. I know some customers like it, but still. I guess I'll have to find another supplier. Maybe I can help? Oh, you probably want some reward. Anyway, I used to get my mash from a guy called Max Masher. He makes some good mash, and mashing is everything for him. But I haven't heard anything from him for ages. Where could I find him? He lives in an apartment in Decla B. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact address. I tried to ask people where he might live, but no one wanted to help or knew where he lived. Okay, I'll find him. Thank you. Unfortunately, that's a problem because we can't get in there. So it's only now that we're starting to get into the apartment management, sort of. We still don't have a tenant. But also we're seeing the quests and how much it really wants us to dive into this world and explore and engage with it and the people that are around. The tenants aren't just these faceless NPCs that come in and spend their money. We have to go out and meet them and get to know them, and they all have their own character. Ah, look at that. Decla B is now open. So maybe we can go see this through before the video's over. Max Masher? Amanda Coronin. Oh, hey. This is kind of a weird question, but do you know anyone who could rent me an apartment? I was evicted from my own. Why? I had a little quarrel with my neighbor. She started gossiping about things that weren't true, like killing my neighbor's cat. I bet she did it herself. She's insane, all those radios and everything. Alright, that sucks, but I have to go now. I don't want my first tenant to be a cat killer. This door is locked. Keep out. Nope. I mean, I'll respect your sign out of obligation because I couldn't chop it down with an axe. Why did they unquarantine this again? There's a keypad to this one. Perhaps that's where the local hackers live. Chutes and ladders style apartment. This is the nicest thing we've seen. But who goes here? Once again, this is a world that is just begging to be engaged with. there's somebody. Howdy, Adam Holmgren. You can take whatever you want here, as long as you don't touch my stuff behind the televisions. Listen, do you know where Max Masher lives? Max Masher? You probably mean the guy who's missing a few parts of his brain. Yeah, I know him. Turnip mash, potato mash. That's what he says all the time. He lives in apartment B10, top floor. Okay, the game crashed, cool. So we're going all the way to the top floor. Does this count? Because the staircase stops here. Hello? No door mash. No! Shh. Good door. Silent door. I agree, but I'm just gonna have to kick it in if I have to. Want to talk about mash? Malts? Mash. Yeast mash. Water mash. Sugar mash. I don't want mash. Penty sent me. Penty mash? What mash? Want mash Penty? What mash you want? Yes, that is correct. I need mash. Apple mash? Need mash. Why didn't you say right away? Max opens the door. Door's open. Oh, look at you. This is the last place you need to be. Turnips mash? Potatoes mash? Sugar mash? Malts, huh? Who are you? Are you here to talk about mashing? Chris P, and yes, I'm here to talk about mashing. Yes, mash is life. Mash is life. Life. Penty sent me. Where's his mash? Penty mash? Sugar, beets, and those nice green mushrooms. Mash, potatoes, mash, malts, mash. What are you talking about? Turnips mash, sugar? What does Max's guest want? Are you okay? Where's Penty's mash? Beets, greens, slimy, mushrooms, mash, carrots, mash. Mash Penty? Maybe we have to try speaking your language. Mash. Who are you? Max's guest? Penty sent me. Where is his mash? Penty mash? Sugar beets and those nice green mushrooms. Mashed potatoes, oh my god. This is aggravating to read. Alright, I'm done. We could try to get him to start again, or we could tell Penty that he can't do it anymore. Well, that's clearly not an option. Oh my god. I'm really mad that this guy has nicer accommodations than me. You'll need like 1 pack of sugar, 1 pouch of delicious, slimy, glowing green mushrooms. I can get you mushrooms. You are really intense looking. Okay, 10 packs of sugar and those green, now we're getting somewhere. Mushrooms? Mushrooms mash, carrots mash. Alright, I'm done. We know you need 10 bags of sugar and a bag of those 10 green mushrooms, which I have on me right now. You said you needed 10? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay. Wow, it actually cleans out the shelf. That's a crazy level of detail. I don't know, maybe? If mash is no, then talk is no. Okay, teach me to make some good mash. Yeah, I knew you're here to talk about mash. For a good mash, you'll need like 1 pack of sugar, 1 pouch of delicious, slimy, glowing green mushrooms, mash malts, carrots mash. So, wait, so it was only 1? Yes, mashing. You need 1 pack of sugar. You already told me that. Then pour those... There's a specific exact dialogue path where you'll tell me what to do. Then pour those ingredients into mashing tune from a small hatch on top of that mash barrel. And remember, don't put them on the floor. Mash won't like that. That is very important. Okay. When the ingredient ratio is correct, start the mashing process. You can put more stuff into the mashing tune to make more mash, but the ratio has to be correct. Is that all? When the mash process is done, you can pour the mash into a plastic bucket. Just cram the bucket in there. If mash not come out... Can you give me the recipe on paper, please? Mash. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's an objective. Okay, I get it. I get it. Well, we bought all that sugar for no reason. Alright, man, what's the deal? Welcome back. I talked to Max, and what did he say? Is he able to make mash? Doesn't look like it. Oh, crap. Where do I get my mash now? Maybe I could help you with that? Manufacturing might be a better way to make money. Yes, yes! That sounds great! I'm gonna pay you the market price for any mash you manage to bring me. Here's your reward. Okay. Do I have to buy that equipment, or is there something that you have for me? Anyway, I'll just scrounge all that from you. There you go. I'm just the help around here. Oh my god, I did not expect that to move. After all this time, that was an absolute heart attack. What are you? Mr. Duck. You have a lot to learn. Maybe you can help me find my precious little blue quack. I want to ask something first. Quack? Who are you? Watch your mouth. I'm Mr. Duck, who brings joy to this depressing part of the city. My blue quacks bring joy to those who need it. God, the fact that we basically encountered a remnant of you in INFRA. Have you lived here long? Obenseuer. I've lived here for a... I'm from Turnip Hill, the place where it all started. You mean fungal disease? Yeah, fungal disease. Can you tell me more? I don't know much. It's said to have been found by mushroom farmers. They found green mushrooms in an abandoned building that were different from the others. That's all I can quack. Quack, quack, quack? What do I get if I help you? Don't worry. The reward will be a big quack. Whatever. just whatever. Dude, my brain is fried from all of this, and I don't even know what to make of it. Sure, why not? Good. My little blue quack is probably still in the building near the one-stop shop. You'll get a big quack. Okay. Well, at least you told us where. The building near the one-stop shop. So I think we finally completed that order. Thanks. Ooh. Somebody's protective of their stash. To be honest, I can't really blame them. Hello, just saw that hatch in the ground. This place holds all kinds of secrets, doesn't it? But anyways, I just saw that you were in, and if I'm gonna be here anyway, might as well have a look. Yeah, you're just kind of a general store that has all kinds of things. Do you have sheet metal, perchance? Industrial fuse, wow, I am familiar with those. Alright, but I've got stuff to sell you. I can sell you these and get a ton of money. The rubber duck, I don't have much use for, but I don't feel like selling it to you at that price. Speaking of, you look like you could use a place to live. Don't talk to me. Talk to my wife, Marta. Okay, Marta. Could you use some place to live? I mean, you're already standing in the shadow of this place. What do you want? Why are you here? Well, because my man who can't get anything done. It's not just him. It's my relatives, too. I don't know how I ended up surrounded by people who can't get anything done. And we don't have an apartment because my man just stands there and does nothing. What are you doing? Can I rent you an apartment? If we have a look at this place, it still needs heating. There's a headless duck over here. I hope you don't mean here. Or Mr. Duck's home. We can just enter his house. Oh my god, it's Mother Gooseberry. Mr. Duck? Is someone there? Oh my god. Who are you? What the hell are you? I'm Mr. Duck, and I live here. And you, stranger, you have to help me, please. I would be so grateful if you could bring me only 5 quacks who are still alive. There still should be some quacks in here, somewhere. Just look carefully. You can take whatever you want from here, and as a reward, I'll give you the keys to the upper quack. How does that sound? Fine. Thank quack. I'll quack here. Quack. Dude, I don't know what's going on in this game, but I haven't done one single thing relating to land management yet. I guess you count. I already had a rubber duck in my inventory. 2. They must be around somewhere, right? God, my needs are screaming. Because I keep thinking I'm just about done. 3? Meaning 4 in my inventory. Wait, distillery. You've got your own little distillery. Okay, maybe we can exploit that. Oh, wait, there's one up there. 4. And 5, hiding in the dark. Okay. Hello? God, I hate this thing. I have 5 rubber ducks. I could say I just wanted to check you're okay. Good. This should be enough quacks. Yes, but my axe. I butchered most of them. I didn't stop. All those poor ducks. What I'm talking about? Bring me the axe. Bring me the axe. I need it so desperately. I have to do it. I should have done it long time ago. Do you have the axe? No, but I'll find you one. I'll quack here and prepare for the future. It doesn't help that I've been playing for so long. Like I said, my brain has just been melted. Alright. I found an axe. Thank you. And the underground saved me from what I'm going to do now. And you. You have to do something too. Kill the blue quack! Kill it! You have to do it because I can't. She's upstairs. Promise me you don't return her to that hideous, ugly blue bird. Bring him the blue quack's head instead. Bring it to him. It's a message to him what will happen if he doesn't stop it. That fake plastic imposter who thinks that he's the real Mr. Duck? I'm the real one. That blue thing only gives you an unhealthy addiction. You can't get rid of it until you're deep in the duck-ducking hell. You want more and more and more ducks. More and more and more. It won't end until you're buried deep in the rubber duck pile. That happened to me. Sorry, but... What? And even if someone tries to stop you, it just makes things worse. It'll make you feel so alone and depressed that you end your life. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Here, keys to the upstairs. I hope you have a spare axe so you can destroy that blue rubber creature, but I warn you, don't touch it. It's hard to get rid of once you have it in your little hands. Poor ducks. Also, don't put quacks in the bathtub or you'll face the unbearable consequences. Put that information deep in your skull or you'll regret it later. So anyway, I'm just trying to make some mash. The screen seems to be jittering ever so slightly. No, oh my god. There's actually something to this. I'm just gonna step out now. Hello? I just wanted to check you're okay. I'm very quack right now. Quack, quack, quack. Quack. That was a very Aladdin answer. Whoa, wait. I'm not quite sure where I got so much real money from. Was that from completing the quest before? Alright, well, anyway. I am going to buy some sheet metal from you because it is substantially cheaper than at the other place. So I need one from you. You know, if we bought it all, you know what, that's fine, because it is substantially cheaper than the other place, and we're going to use it. We are going to put heating into the first apartment. There we go. And that's going to take another day. I'm hoping that once that happens, we'll be able to do something. So I was just seemingly randomly hit with max toilet need out of nowhere, causing me to have to rush back and take a shower, but it also severely affected my health. And I don't know what to do about that. I obviously don't want to spend money, but I also don't want this nonsense on my screen. Ooh, we could get a mashing barrel for ourselves. Is that the same thing as a mashing tun? We could also get a moonshine distillery, but we could always do that at Mr. Duck's house. We could be a good candidate for a tenant. 1,050 OC and 75 real money per day. We just need to upgrade the bathroom. Which I do. I just bought a bunch of stuff from the hardware store while it's open. I think we can do that. God, it's costing me everything I have to do this. Down to 1,500 OC. A good amount of real money. But this better work. This better work. It costs 7,000 OC to do this. If I want to remove this, what does it count as? I don't even know. We can get rid of this stuff. I really just need to sell anything that isn't tied down. So get all that stuff out so that I can actually sell you. Can use disinfectant to start removing these bags of grossness. And we shall. I found some in a cart somewhere. Alright, you Five Nights at Freddy's monstrosity. I killed your blue duck. I found your little rubber duck. It's broken. That little... He did this. But don't worry. Wait, I'm going to get you a big quack. Here. I have another precious little blue quack. I give it to you because you found my blue quack. I don't want it. Did that quack killer tell you something bad about my little blue quack? Are you sure that you don't want it? It would make you very happy. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. That's everything. Now I have to quack, 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 quack. I don't know what I just missed out on, and honestly, I don't care. Alright, payday's here. I need to pay you 100 real money and 50 real money, which is really nothing in the grand scheme. It's just out here costs so friggin' much. It is cleaning me all this time, and we don't even have a single tenant yet. You still looking for a place to stay? You won't do it. You won't do it until we've spent all this. Let's see what this apartment is looking like right now. That's our heating, I guess. Barrel stove. It's got a bathroom, sort of. You know what? Let's make this a little better. And we're out of disinfectant. So we're not going to make this much better. I wonder if the rent actually goes up the more of these bags we remove. Whatever, I'm sure I can get some more. Anyway, since we haven't rented this yet, what do you say we try doing some mashing? Oh, and we can also put a duck up on top. Okay. So we needed sugar, and we needed mushrooms. Mail a whole bunch of life hacks and whatnot. I guess that gives us new crafting recipes and stuff. Or maybe we got that because we did this. We can make mushroom beer mash. Oh, this is physicsy. Ooh, no, this can be broken. These can be broken. Hang on, that might actually change some things. Let me through. What can we get from over here? Sand? Glass paints. Wish I had seen that earlier, but yeah, no, all this can be put into our storage. Computer parts. Yeah, let's just help ourselves, I guess. Even though there is a difference between stealing and helping ourselves, it still feels wrong. Hang on, yeah, I knew I remembered this. If I go all the way upstairs in Deculus B, first of all, we can take all of this, thank you very much. And also, we can break this down, oop, and get a whole bunch of bottles here. And maybe find something entirely new. That's what I love about this game, is that I think part of what's holding me up is the fact that I am trying to play it as a tenement owner simulator, when it really wants me to play it like Infra, because when I engage with these quests, when I explore, it feels like Infra, and it's humorous and creepy and weird. And we find a flashlight, a free one, some planks, ooh, and some stainless steel. It's the scrounging that really, really rewards you. But that door's locked. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to Here's Johnny this thing. I think our best bet is to use cleaning spray to get rid of this stuff, because apparently you actually need this to be clear. There we go. Now, can we actually use this? Yes, now it's open. A lot of people want room size 2. Maybe we can start to make something happen here. Like, I hadn't realized you have to get rid of the stuff on the walls as well. We don't have any disinfectant, but we do have bleach. Alright, I'm just gonna 100% commit to this now. I spent this... Agnes Takala, if I rent you an apartment and we look at floor, was it 2 or 3, you'll give us, like, nothing, but that's actually a lot of real money. If we upgrade the walls and the bathroom, you'll take it. Alright, we are going to build the makeshift walls in apartment 3. We are going to build the makeshift bathroom. There we go. Costs us a fortune, but that's what we're gonna have to do. And in 23 hours, we can presumably move in our first tenant. God, every residential building really is in its own little world here, isn't it? And for as horrible as the conditions are, that's gotta be somewhat freeing, right? Like, in some ways, less stressful? Can we talk to you while we're here? Oops, there's a flashlight. What do you want, man? Where is everybody? Read the note on the front door. Or what was the front door before. Anyway, I live here now, and no one else has moved here yet. Heck, I don't even know if anyone's allowed to move here yet. But better be early than regret later. What if the old residents come back? Did you read the note? They're not coming back. They're probably already in the grave or burned or whatever. The fungal treatment unit will take care of it. We're all sick here. You, me, everyone. We're all crazy and live in delusion. I have noticed it. Yeah. Everyone's heads have been destroyed by something. Mushroom cigarettes, contaminated water, Osmo loot, you name it. It's too late to fix it. There's that bleakness I was talking about earlier. Because in both of these games, underneath the veneer of humor and zaniness, there has always been that undercurrent of desperation and despair and insanity, and it's a vicious cycle where all those things feed into each other. Those who live it, even though they're the most insane people around, they tend to be the ones who are the most aware of it. I mean, this guy, like, we come across him living in this squalor, watching sort of TV. Look, Obenseuer text TV. And yet, he speaks as lucidly as one can expect in a place like this. Perhaps more so than the powers that be. Industrial fuse. Ooh, industrial fuse! I saw that in the shop. Those are worth a fortune. You asked me not to steal anything, but that didn't count as stealing, so I guess it's good. Alright, 75 real money to you. That means that apartment 3 should officially, if everything has been done correctly, be ready for rent to the right person. Alright, Agnes, you definitely don't want to be sitting across from this guy for too long, right? Actually, that's your husband, so I suppose you will be. All he does is stare intensely. Look, I'm sure you'd like a roof over your head, right? So if we go to floor 2, the rent button appears. 515 OC, but 101 real money per day. That's a lot. It's also a start. There we go. First tenant. Well, it's actually 2 people. There we go. That guy's a cop. That guy's a cop. No way. But it takes 17 hours for them to move in, so we'll end this once they get in there. Right now we're not getting anything. I spent so much time improving my own apartment because I figured, look, it's big, it's got space, it's got stuff. I'll just rent that out and take the money because I'm going to be living in the hostel anyway. But you can't, so there we are. This game, I mean, hey, we're literally physically taking people off the streets, right? And over time, we can make things better for them. I've read that this game really truly opens up once you start getting that reliable income, and I believe it. It's just such a slog to get there, like, what a grind. And I'm sure it's possible to do it more quickly. I mean, now that I know everything I do, I'm sure I could take some of those shortcuts. You really, if you want to play it, would be better off just Googling stuff, but even then, there's a real dearth of information. Well, let's see what our new guests are up to in their apartment. There you are. I actually kind of like what you've done with the place. See, this place is looking cozier already. I just realized you are freakishly tall. What do you need? I have to go. At what point do I get to walk in and demand the rent? I wonder if that's actually a thing. Like, could it be that there's times where they will say, oh no, I'll get you tomorrow, man, I'll get you tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes, day after day. Finally I have to knock on their door, like, listen, I want my money. The flashlight is a nice touch. Wow, that drains quickly. For how expensive batteries are, geez. You guys better have that rent money or I won't have any batteries to threaten you with. For a certain type of person, I can see this being like the ultimate version of the Tycoon game, because it was a lot to get to this point, where we're only now basically just starting the game, but I imagine it snowballs from here. Even the cops are having to warm their hands by the fire around here. Yeah? How did you end up here? Well, I never expected I'd end up in a situation like this. I'm actually new here, and I don't have a home yet. You see, the housing problem in Obenseuer is affecting even some of us in the force. Before this, I was working in an army building nearby. But I made a mistake for which I paid a heavy price. As you can see, I'm on this side of the fence now. What mistake did you make? I was too attached to the person who had the infection. And I was an idiot for trying to protect her. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. Can I rent you an apartment? You don't have much. But 106 real money, actually that is kind of something. Okay, I mean, I would probably rent to you next. I really wish I could just give up my apartment, because I'd easily be able to just live in the hostel. Since it doesn't seem that we actually are responsible for furnishing anybody else's apartment, does that mean that this is now safe? Torturous, but safe-ish. Okay, but we should still have some stuff from the other ones, right? Like this shabby bed frame? This is a little cumbersome, but if we remove you, that goes in our inventory, right? This bed is up against the wall over here. Can we then... can't then put you on you. That's annoying. Am I better off just selling it then? I kind of suspect that the way to break into the brick walls is probably with a pickaxe. So right now I'm just kind of waiting for that other store to open. I'm gonna buy a pickaxe from you because at this point I really just want to see what different things do. And we'll toss that down here where the axe is. Alright, we've got some things to break into. And we can start with, well, really our own place. Please tell me this is actually how you do this. It is! Oh, and I was not expecting that. I was not expecting the bricks to actually be physicsy. I wonder if we can sell them afterwards. That brick just fell right back into the slot because it is a hard worker. Here we are. And now this place is open up for sale. Really open up for sale, as in, look at that. Steel tray, steel teapot, steel everything. Steal everything that's not tied down. That's the way you survive in Obenseuer. You can even sell the signs off of the walls. This bed, aching, but not as bad as what came before. Canned meat, we can eat that. Legend of the Underground City. Stallburg Times, November 9th, 2014. Stallburg has one of the most extensive underground systems in the world. There's everything from parking garages and metro tunnels, to waterworks and even grain silos. The netherworld of the city is also subject to many mysteries. Extensive old urban networks like the Stallburg's Underground are bound to have countless stories linked to them, whether those stories are actually real or not. One of the biggest urban legends related to Stallburg's underground infrastructure is the existence of the so-called Underground City of Stallburg. According to legend, the Underground City is a safe haven for the many homeless people of Stallburg. Many different versions of the story circulate to the public. Some say the Underground City is built into a huge cave. Others say it's located in an abandoned mine shaft. Sometimes it's said to be in a disused metro tunnel. More often than not, the Underground City is described as the most beautiful place in the world. A place full of waterfalls, brightly colored buildings, friendly people, and overall happiness. A place where everything's well maintained and everyone has their own home. Then there's also a darker version of the story. Instead of all the happy things, the Underground City is full of dark, wet tunnels, and infested with drug users and sick people. Some even say there's a strange cult present, where people worship a savage underground deity. Maybe Morco? The wildest theory suggests that the Underground City is actually a secret community run by the aforementioned cult. In this version of the story, the place is actually a huge psychoactive mushroom farm, where captured homeless people are forced to work in subhuman conditions. You know, I'm now realizing this wording is familiar. I think this exact article was present in INFRA. There's no real proof that the Underground City of Stallburg actually exists, or if it does, where it's located. The legend says that only the homeless people can enter the Underground City. Some homeless people we interviewed said the entrance to the place might be located in Obenseuer. Others said it's actually located right under the Stallburg Central Railway Station's lower platform. One man even suggested that it's in fact located in the underground holding cell block of the Furples police station. No definite consensus of location could be achieved. All in all, the underground city of Stolberg remains as one of the biggest mysteries of the city. Maybe the underground city is just some abandoned mineshaft where a couple homeless people live. Or maybe it's a beautiful secret bunker built by rich people. No one really seems to know. It's a mystery for the masses, and maybe a ray of hope for the neglected. Ooh, hand soap and disinfectant. We can remove some more stuff. And we're gonna be removing it from, We want a new place to be open. We should remove it from here. There we go. A sledgehammer. Which I guess we could have used before we broke in here. Ooh, metal slabs. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, there's a bottom part to the cupboard. All right, we really need to bank some of our stuff. Yes, I knew I remembered there being breakables somewhere. I wonder if this wasn't maybe the priest's room? We were told that they knew something that I suspect strongly was covered up. Owned? What do you mean owned? Is somebody still living here? Oh god. They had their own grow going on. This place was probably responsible for the whole building being quarantined, everyone cleared out. This barrel stove is burning. Hey, maybe I could open this and throw you on and cook some chicken? Fail chance 69%. But we could try it. Oh, look at that. It even leaves the thing up above. And we have a pile of ash, so that was 45 coins well spent. And taking from here is considered stealing. Breaking your stuff is fine, but nope, this ain't stealing. I'm really curious now. This counts as a shower, don't mind if I do. My apartment doesn't even have this. You do have your own. And from here, we can get into the next apartment. Or not. It doesn't seem like this actually wants to break. Just place you there. And try and sleep. And there we go, rent paid, 515 OC and 101 real money. And if we need more OC... Oh god, we were really tired. You feel as if someone you know has visited you without you noticing. Well, there's a rat in my inventory now. You can go free, alright, little buddy? You're spoiling. But you're moving. Okay, well, I guess this is your bed for now. I'm leaving for the day. This is a really strange game, you know that? Like, I don't even know what to make of, like, 4 of the things that happened in the last 5 seconds. Using a little bit of hand soap is basically equivalent to a shower. But, yeah, I think after all this time playing, and after basically failing to do so the first time around, I'm happy to say I think I finally get this game. because now looking back, I'm able to see that yes, I definitely could have achieved all this a lot faster. But more importantly, now that we have our first tenants, the world opens up to us because we got a whole bunch of real money from them, and it doesn't feel like a lot at first. But look at it this way, that real money can be traded for Obenseuer coins, and those Obenseuer coins can be put into hardware materials, which can be put into upgrades, which means we can extract more. The game, now that we have tenants, begins because now we have real income that isn't just scrounging bottles for hours on end. And it's now that we have materials, now that we have access to more areas, that we're starting to talk to people, and we're starting to see the infra again. We're starting to explore, we're starting to deal with weirdos. And some of them are going to become our tenants. I've been running back through these same few areas for the entire game, and in this small area, it's actually insane how deep this is. And there's going to be a lot more. We can't even go to the bazaar yet. We can't even go to the mines yet, which I believe are the next incoming update. With all these things that are opening up to us, it actually feels like a shame to end it now. But I'm sure this video is getting long enough as it is, and if anything, it's just incentive to come back and see more in the near future. But I've given an outro each time I've ended a session here, and I think I have one earlier that can explain this better than I could. So I'll leave you to pass me for the outro. And it's not just the weirdness. This game has got all of the charm and world building and lore of INFRA. It's all right here, and that's what I think elevates it into something that is trying to be several genres at once, and is certainly unconventional in each of them. It definitely needs more guidance. It needs more to do in the meantime, because there's so many times where you're just waiting for shops to be open, waiting for something to be done, waiting to have enough money. This is a game that is so full of long-term goals that I think what it really needs is more short-term goals to keep us invested up until that point. Actually, if anything, it's taking advantage of its setting and its premise to be even weirder than INFRA. And I do think the plan is to flesh that out more as time goes on, with more quests, with more things to do. And I can already see that some of that is there. Like, we're probably supposed to be doing, like, side businesses in order to make money during the day, like doing mashing, doing moonshining, all that stuff. But I just couldn't figure any of that stuff out because the game doesn't guide you into it. There's so many things where it's like, okay, is this what I'm supposed to do? Where do I find this item? How do I do this? And it just doesn't tell you. And maybe it's because these things are subject to change and they don't want to tutorialize you on that until it's all finalized. But again, in the meantime, it's really, really hard to get into this and stay into it. As I said, though, this is a game that is combining so many different genres, and it's not cheaping out on any of them. It's almost striving to be like the ultimate version of each of those things. And it definitely creates a clash when you don't know what's going on, but I can certainly see how rewarding those long-term goals will actually be if you can push through to them. I mean, this is a world that is so bleak, but it's a game where you, through entirely your own effort, have the ability to make such a massive difference. When it comes to talking to people and exploring around, it definitely starts to feel like INFRA again, just with more to do. It's like they looked at the bottle collecting and currency mechanic in just the Turnip Hill area of INFRA and realized the massive potential and just how satisfying that was. And really, in that way, it feels like the kind of game that might get suggested on Reddit or some other forum. But you never really think of it as something that would ever happen, but here it is. In a way, this game is kind of a cursed little miracle. All I can say is that I'm really glad I gave this another chance, and if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Whiprock DLC win.